Alright, before we get started on the seed starts, we're going to take a quick look at this zone drawing that I made. I hope it's coming up okay on that camera. As you can see, there's kind of my house. And I only really drew the southern exposure because I felt like that was the most important part. The north side, I'm going to kind of go with the flow on that. Rather, it's this way. So this would be the southern side down here. Nope, I was right the first time. Before we get started, we're just going to take a quick look at this zone map that I drew. It's tough to get it in focus there without... So, as you can see, that's the house there. And this would be kind of the southern exposure that we talked about, the prime garden location down there. And you can see, just kind of drawing it out, getting an idea for what zones are which. And just a couple of my notes here, you can read over those if you want. Just a couple things. Start kind of drawing out as you eat foods, you go to farmer's market, you enjoy things. Figure out what you like. Don't just grow tomatoes and peppers that you buy at the store, whichever ones are there, because that's no good. You want to know what you like. So, we're going to make a little bit of a mess here on the front porch, but this is the best spot to... Okay. So let's do a quick tutorial on doing seed starts here. Nothing complicated. Many of you probably know this, but we're going to take a look anyway because it's a super important part. You know, if you want to have a garden by the end of the year, you better start your seeds. There's plenty of old proverbs and parables I'm sure I could quote about you harvest only what you sow. So we're going to do this technique this year. I've never done this actually. We're just going to fill egg crates with dirt. You know, you want the best dirt you can find. I happen to have some of this stuff. I mixed a little sand in there just to kind of give it some good drainage because I want these, I'm going to kind of stack them. It's a little late to start seeds before vacation. So, what do you gotta do? Better late than never. So, a lot of your stuff you're not really going to need to start seeds for. You know, your squash, things like that. If you're buying any seedlings, I mean, I wouldn't worry about starting seeds for stuff you're going to have seedlings of that you purchase at the store. And that's a great way to go too. You know, by all means, don't feel like you gotta do it a certain way. I've spent plenty of seasons learning, and this is actually my first time starting seeds. And the thing I always think with starting seeds is, well, if I'm going to start seeds, they should probably be seeds that I harvested myself. So as you can see all these right here, and I have some more. These are all seeds that I harvested out of food that I was eating. And what you want to do is you want to go to farmers markets. I mean, you should be going to farmers markets anyway. That's where you should be eating most of your produce because it's the best for you. It's the best tasting. But also, you can take all the seeds. Peppers are the easiest. That's why I have a ton of peppers, because peppers are really easy. Tomatoes, a little bit more of a pain in the butt. So we're just going to start a quick row of peppers here. You can see we have each little seed pod. I'm going to put 1 or 2, maybe 3. Just doesn't really matter that much, but it's important to put more than 1 because chances are like 1 or 2 seeds aren't going to really come up for you. And then we're going to thin these out eventually anyway, so if more than 1 do come up, that's great. We'll have more than 1. So we're just going to put them in here. We're just going to sink them down a little bit. Make sure there's a little bit of dirt on top. Doubled up that one. As you can probably tell, I'm putting a few more than just 2 or 3 in there. I just realized they're really hard to grab, so I wasn't too concerned. I have so many peppers this year that I think we're going to get sick of eating peppers at some point, but we'll see how many seeds come up. You know, it's always a gamble. If you're buying stuff at the store, I do take seeds from some things I buy at the store, especially if they're organic or something like that, or if it's from a store but it's local farms. Chances are those seeds are going to be fine. Some seeds that you have from different places in the world, large companies, Monsanto, Foods, they're not going to grow for you. They're actually sterile seeds. And I don't know what your beliefs are on the whole GMO thing or anything like that, but any food that is kind of sterilized and it can't reproduce kind of weirds me out a little bit. So I'd rather eat good stuff. What you get in is what you get out, or what you put in is what you get out, I think. And that's the same true for life as it is for health. And so real quick there, we'll just finish up that and we'll have a quick conversation. So basically, that's all I did. Easy peasy, hoping it works out just fine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them all in here, and I'm going to stack these, and then I'm going to give them a fair amount of water. And I put the trays underneath here to kind of hold things together in case stuff starts falling apart because of the moisture. But we'll see how that goes. This is just a system I kind of came up with based on what I had, and that's an important aspect of permaculture and really anything in life is use what you have first. Try not to go out and spend extra money if there's something you want to try doing. You don't necessarily have to go spend money to do it. You can figure it out. Be resourceful. Makes you innovative. So, real quick before we finish up, I just want to talk for 1 second about kind of why I'm doing this. Recently I started working with Ty Lopez. Some of you on the internet worlds may have heard of him. He popped up on a YouTube video that I was watching, and he kind of inspired me because you see a lot of get-rich-quick or self-help things out there on the internet, but everybody always has one thing, or this and that, or focus on wealth, or all sorts of different things. What he talks a lot about is health, wealth, love, and happiness. I believe he calls them the 4 Eulerian destinies. And it changed the way I thought about things, because I always segmented wealth. Never really wanted to think about it. I was always a pretty healthy person, but I had some habits that weren't as healthy that I'm trying to curb those. They're not necessarily as productive either. And all of these things, they work in conjunction. Without one, the others don't work. You could be the wealthiest man in the world, and if you're decrepit and can't walk around at 50, or your health is failing, where does that get you? So, and the same is true for love and happiness. I mean, they're both very much linked. Humans are social people. Not only do we need good, loving relationships in life, but we need help. We need mentors. We need people that we can mentor as well. I'm certainly that way myself. I need both those people, and then I need people that are on my level that I can share ideas with and just relax a little bit more around. And not that I'm unrelaxed around mentors or people that I am mentoring, but it helps to have that balance of those three things. Ty Lopez talks about the 33% rule, or the 30% rule. You should spend 33% of your time with people that you're helping to bring up, 30% of your time, 33, with people that are kind of on your same level, and you can kind of work on things together. And then you should spend 33% of your time with people that are 10 years ahead of you, people that you want to be like. And I completely agree with that. A good indicator of your wealth and what you will accomplish in this life is an average of the people you hang out with, the 5 people you hang out with most. So, who are your 5 people? Leave a comment below. Tell me what you think. Any feedback is welcomed, criticism or not. This is a personal project for me to start, but I think it's going to develop into something that can help motivate people. And I want to help motivate people to do what we were talking about. Engage with the natural world and help and start to improve your life each day. And it starts today. it can't start tomorrow. If you always say tomorrow, it's never going to happen. So stop procrastinating and just do something today that's going to help you sow the seeds for the future. We'll see you next time, and I look forward to it.